Good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Let's walk and chew some gum at the same time, shall we? So, one of the narrative words that we have heard, or at least that I have heard in my 30-ish years of existence, has been diversity. Diversity, diversity, diversity. Diversity is a strength. Diversity is our biggest strength. In America, we are a country of immigrants, and that's true. My whole life, I've heard nothing but good things about diversity, that it is a strength, that it is something to be sought after and admired and honored and respected, and it sounds really great, sounds really virtuous. And that is something that, as I have gotten older, I've realized is a big part of how the government manipulates us, is how something sounds versus how something actually functions. And I think that's the big rift between being a liberal and being a conservative, is that liberals very much operate on how they want, their brains operate on how they want the world to operate. And I am a very liberally minded person. I really am. I'm a very empathetic person. I'm a very creative person. I'm a very feeling oriented person. And so the way that I want things to be structured is oftentimes very much rattled, rocked, and rolled when they can't function that way. And I think that's where conservatives are more, that's their lane, is they aren't as emotional, and they aren't as creative, and they aren't as these things. They're very locked into practicality. They're very pragmatic. That's why I always thought conservatives were jerks, because to me, I was just like, you're so cut and dry and so practical. Like, where's the room for like feeling about certain things? But at the end of the day, that stupid phrase of facts don't care about your feelings is unbelievably true. And as you get older and you can't reconcile your feelings to reality, like, you kind of have to just grow up and grow out of your liberalism and meet conservatism and work together, because I think those two things go hand in hand. But oftentimes we've been pitted against each other by our government, saying that they don't go hand in hand, that one is bad and one is good, depending on who you're talking to, right? I'm here to tell you that you can be both liberal and conservative at the same time, and that there is unbelievable beauty and function in those two together when you have a common goal. So that leads me back to what I was about to say about diversity. My entire life, I've heard about how diversity is a virtue and a value and all these things. But as I've gotten older, I'm like, okay, that's fantastic. Except, is it though? Like, it sounds really nice. It sounds like a beautiful principle. It sounds like a beautiful theory. It sounds like a beautiful idea. But if, for example, you're living in a neighborhood and everyone in the neighborhood speaks a different language and has a different culture, how functional is that? Like, you can't even talk to your neighbors because you all speak different languages and you all live very different lifestyles. There's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't mean that that's a bad thing, but it means that you can't necessarily do much with the people around you because the diversity is so strong, right? The only way that diversity really works is if there is a common goal or a common thread. Like, I don't know why my brain always does this particular imagery, but for the first time ever, we're screwing in a light bulb. We've never screwed in a light bulb before, and we're all looking at it going, how the hell are we going to screw in this light bulb? A group of 6 people, and we're all trying to work together to screw in a light bulb. Now, that's where diversity is great, because I try and put it in sideways. That doesn't work. So the person next to me goes, oh, that doesn't work. Here's my diverse thinking on that. Let's try it this way. Oh, well, that didn't work. Let's try it this way. And we all work together with our diverse brains and figure out together how to screw in this light bulb. That is where diversity thrives, is when you have a common goal. And that's it. Otherwise, diversity is just diversity. It's not a strength, it's just a thing. In today's society, we're not pushing diversity for diversity's like actual function and purpose, which is different trains of thought through different people who have lived different lives and different experiences. Diversity only exists through skin color. That is the only diversity that is being pushed. They want everyone to think the same way, but they just want like collector's items. Like, I want a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I want it all to look different, but to function in the same way. If you think differently, I don't care what color you are, you can skedaddle. But if you're a different color, come on in, we need you, because we want to look like we're virtuous and we want to look a certain way, right? And that happens on both conservative and liberal sides of the left and the right. You know, conservatives are like, oh, a conservative black person, come here, come here, come here. You make me look so much better. And it's really cringy. And then obviously on the left, they're like, give me every color under the rainbow because we're amazing. And it's really obnoxious because on both ends of the spectrum, everyone just wants their group of people to all think the same, but have different skin tones. And I'm sorry, but that's stupid. Okay? While that is visual diversity, that's not diversity. That's literally like people wearing different colored t-shirts to work and you touting that you're better than everyone else because you have different people wearing different colored t-shirts. People are born with different skin tones. They didn't choose the skin tone they were born in. That doesn't make you better than anyone else, that you have a collection of different colors of tan. That doesn't make you virtuous. That doesn't make you better than anyone else, wherever you land on the spectrum. All of this to be said, if you've been tracking along with me, I want you to think about the words that the government uses and the media, which is again a branch of the government because they're told and paid by the government what to do and say. When they're constantly pushing certain narratives or certain words at you over and over and over again and telling you over and over and over again that this is a good thing, this is a good thing. If you aren't actively critically thinking because you're just passively ingesting that information, then you're going to have not much to say about it other than what they've told you, that diversity is a strength. Diversity can be a strength. It is not always a strength. It is just a thing. Next time you see something being pushed as we're so diverse, don't just automatically go, oh, wow, that means it's a good thing. That means that company or that slogan or whatever it is that you're seeing that's promoting their diversity, take a look at it and go, is that actually a good thing? Or is it just a thing? Are they just diverse to be diverse? Or are they actually using diversity to strengthen themselves? So chew on that. Think about it. Let me know what you think about it. Am I dead ass wrong? Do you think like diversity, no matter what, point blank, is just a good thing? It's a good thing? Or is it just a thing? I don't know. I know what I think. Let me know what you think. Drink your water, take your vitamins, be kind to other humans, cheer yourself up by doing something nice for someone else, and yeah, walk and chew gum at the same time. Let's tap into our critical thinking skills. Let's tap into common sense. Let's start using our big brains instead of our lizard brains and just ingesting information and taking it for what it is. Think about it before you make a decision about it. I'm not here to tell you what to think. I'm just here to tell you to think. I love you. Have a good day.